Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of Get Verified, where we take you on thrilling journeys across the automotive industry right here in Uganda, but also maybe looking forward to beyond. Today I present you a very interesting vehicle that I have got acclimatized to, and it's not my dream car, but probably might just take that space. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lexus LX500D. Let's take a quick look at it, and I'm going to share with you more details that make this car worth driving. Now, different people, of course, look for different aspects when they are purchasing a vehicle. To some it is power, to some it is speed, but to also some it is luxury. How do I feel when I'm driving this car? How do I feel, or what presence does this give when I make an entrance? How does it feel to actually sit in a car that gives you a massage, or a climate system that is automated to give you the precise experience that you are looking for, both on short distances but also on very, very long distances? Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick look at this car. Now let's take a look at this beautiful interior right here. Coming in, the first thing that hits you is boss vibes. All right, you're feeling that, yeah, you definitely have made it in life. First of all, the premium features in this car are everything feels nice to touch. From the leather stitching that is right here on the door panels that cuts across the entire dashboard, to the extremely humongous center console right here. And let's have a quick look at what this entails. You have this infotainment display, dual infotainment systems right here. You are able to control multiple functions, from your music to your phone calls to the different functions. Now, one of the things that really gets me or drives me really crazy about this car, that you have, of course, these beautiful functions right here, including, not limited to, seat massage systems. Now, this massage functions cuts across to only the driver and the passenger seat. So I'm thinking, if you want to own this car, you want to be able to get some time and drive it. So as a driver, I get to enjoy some bit of massage. Why am I going to a massage spa when I can feel good? I think Mr. Shaba, you need to capture my face as I enjoy. Oh wow, I don't know if I'll be driving the rest of the day or just enjoying this. It massages you. You have the different ways, a centrifugal setting or a centripetal setting, and these are all different ways that this massage function can definitely reach to you. Or you could focus on the lower body parts or the upper body parts or just the lumbar part, you know. These are some of the cute, cool functions. Now, this extends, of course, all the way to the passenger side as well. And you have your driving assist functions, pre-collision system, road sign assist, lane departure alert system, rear crossing traffic alert, blind spot monitoring. I mean, if you're talking about security features, these are kind of cars that have updated or upgraded to ensuring your level of protection. You have rear camera detection, safe exit assist. So if I am opening this door, I'm near a different car on the side, it will let me know so that I don't scratch somebody else's car. Apart from that, a high quality sound system as well in this car, but also you can connect your data. The system can completely go to, oh, I'm still enjoying the massage. I need to actually, let me first switch this up, otherwise you guys may not get a full experience of this vehicle. All right, massage is off. Massage is off. Let's look at this center console. First of all, the AC is auto climate controlled, right? So it will of course get the temperature outside versus the temperature inside, and it will make an equilibrium of all that. You have multiple driving modes. You have the crawl, you have the normal driving mode, you have a sport mode, and also other options where you can lock the differentials and have only the rear wheels pushing or all four wheels pushing, and also depending on the mode that you would like, you have comfort mode, you have normal mode, sports plus, and also the interesting fact is you can customize the mode that you want to drive in. So let's leave it back in normal. Oh, you also have eco. Yes, being a 3000cc car, you definitely want to be able to control your fuel usage or your fuel consumption. But apart from that, usually people who drive these cars are not people who are after so much speed, but more of luxury. This sitting right here is very, very premium. It's very comfortable, it's very soft, and also you have your memory settings that you can adjust and save your driver preferences. That's not the only function in this center console. Let's look at it one more time. You have multiple USB types. You have a C type. You also have an HDMI port right here. You could connect to have more infotainment options to your screen. You also have a heated steering system that you can control from right here. Not only that, you have a port here for storage. You have wireless charging available here. You have your cup holders, 2 cup holders there. Not only that, you get extra storage. Let me open from this side. You can open it from either side. You have extra storage down here, which can also turn into a cold box or a refrigeration option if you suit. So it can open from either side, of course, for easy access depending on which side you're at. All right, let's look at some of the extra storage options that you have. There we go. You also come with a first aid kit should you need to have one. Now of course it has over 7 airbags up here, on here, in your steering, and across all the way to the back for maximum safety of you, the owner, and of course your passengers. Now not only that, but if you look, we have a very beautiful sunroof here. We can open up and you have that fresh air coming in. Now also on your side, if you take a close look, you have a lot of ample storage on the side of the doors, with of course a very, very awesome Mark & Levinson sound system. Look at the upholstery alone, the carpets, everything just feels premium in this vehicle. Heated steering function, you have your adaptive cruise controls, you have your ability to also have all the selections for the infotainment right here on your steering wheel that you can continue to manipulate or control as need be. So you can record. These are some of the things that I have only been seeing in those nice car reviews that I have not actually had a personal close-up experience with. But of course, having such an Ultra HD camera bringing into view your what is behind the vehicle at such a quality, but also the capacity to record, have both a recording of what's happening. So this essentially becomes your dash cam. My goodness, I'm going to make money. Now, how about the car or the sitting in the back? So let's actually have a feel. How does it, what's the back like? Of course, CEO like, of course, the leather stitching crosses all the way to the back. You can still feel the level of extreme luxury that you have access to. Of course, ample legroom, ample headrest or the headroom right here. The AC can also have a full climate option where You have different atmosphere in the back compared to the front and across the entire car. Also, you have a nice display here that you can connect with multiple options, including an HDMI that cuts across from both sides of the passenger seats here. But also, look, you can sit 3 people here. This is not only a 5-seater, it also has 2 extra seats in the back, and we are going to take an opportunity to also look at the amount of space that is behind there. Now also look at this right here. You also have multiple controls right here, quite a bit compared to a lot of different cars that are out there. You can also have access to controlling your climate. Like I said, you have multiple controls for the AC of the different seating options that are available in this car. Now, not only that, you also have power options. You have earphone jacks, you have your C-type chargers, you also have an HDMI and an extra plug just in case you want to add something a little more powerful right there. Has also a mini information display where you can see the temperatures and the adjustments that you're making. All in all, sitting at the back here is quite a luxury feel. But at a personal level, I would prefer to actually be seated in the driver's seat, or at least in the passenger seat, because that is where loads of fun is. But of course, if you are a person with a family, this is such a beautiful car for a family up to 7 people sitting. And yeah, let's see what it looks like in the back. Let's definitely have a look at what we have here in the back. Very soft closing doors, but I'm guessing it should be also a very soft opening door right here. Let's have a look. Beautiful, very smooth. Now of course you can see you have your extra 2 seats right here in the back, but they are foldable all the way down, giving you a lot of storage in the back here for your suitcases, luggage, name it. It can probably fit in here for, of course, your travel purposes. I'm not saying you bring an elephant and try to fit it in the back here. Look at all that. Check out this beautiful leather pouch that has a lot of your information as an owner. Also a bit of tools, more storage down here that you can see. Also your triangle is right here. Now, opening up the hood of this beautiful car, you are going to find a V6 twin turbo diesel engine, giving off about 305 horsepower and close to 700 Newton meters of torque. That is a lot of power, but also with big power comes big responsibility. You can't have an SUV this size and limit its power. So that's why you have a 3.3 liter V6 diesel engine. Let's take a quick look at it. Look at how immensely and insanely it looks, how clean it looks. Now also put in mind that this car has less than 200 kilometers on it. It's basically brand spanking new. Name the place you want to go, or maybe just switch up the tires to all-terrain wheels and it's going to take you there. Not forgetting, it also has active height control, where you can of course adjust your height difference on this vehicle depending on the terrain that you are on. But this engine right here is a beauty. Sometimes I don't really understand much about engines. That's why we are getting experts to help us also understand a lot. But I just love to look at the engineering and the expertise that is put behind machines like this.
the basics of maintaining your car at most to have it function as it is supposed to, there is one of the maintenance tips that you should really take note and be aware of before you take the car on the road, and that is engine service. And with engine service, let's begin with the engine oil. Its quality, its grade, which brand you have to use, that should really be one of the things you should take care of or be aware of if you're to drive your car. And we have a couple of brands of engine oil. That is Castrol from a certain company. The Mercedes-Benz usually take the Mercedes-Benz oil that's genuine for the cars, and some other brands, as we know. To take note of the grade of the oil, some cars refer to different grades with their specific engines in those cars. That is to say, there is 5W40, 5W30, 5W10, and other grades of oil. That should be not taken before you do service to a car, based on the OEM parts, or rather the OEM oil that is supposed to be used in that specific car. Be it a Subaru, be it a VW, be it a Lexus, be it a Ford. Engine oil should really be something to note. You shouldn't forget the engine service.
Now that we've seen the specs of this car, I want us to actually take it out for a little bit of a test drive. Let's see how it drives, how it feels, and I'm going to give you that review loading up in a bit. Guys, I'm excited about this ride. So let's start it up and see how this feels, how this drives. But beginning with the start button that is located way up here. Most of the times we're used to having a start button on this side of the driver. But let's get it started and have a feel. Now, once you start this car and put it into reverse, the side mirrors automatically adjust to help you or give you that exact view of your back tires. First of all, it's a very, very smooth ride. Also making it life very easy with your 360 cameras that are giving you assistance on all your movements, whether it's getting out of a tight corner or just the overall experience of driving in tight spots or places where you are not quite sure of where your wheels are. This being the size of SUV that it is, you definitely want to make sure you are not scratching it in any way possible. Woo! I want to take a quick look. I'm driving through a very, very narrow stretch, and I have a small sewage system right here, but I also have a vehicle that is right there. And this car is giving me a comprehensive view of where my back tires are, where my side tires are, giving me an accuracy in passing through the narrowest of slots, such that I don't scratch. Because of the price of this car, you don't want to be driving it and scratching it in the most awkward of places. So guess what? You are assured safety maximally, but also driving with confidence that you are going to have and keep this car for the long haul. Now, once again, I know you guys have really enjoyed this episode of today, and as well, I enjoy bringing to you these beautiful vehicles. And it's not only limited to ultra luxury cars, but we will also be taking you through other cars that are actually in the range all the way down to 30 million, 50 million, 80 million, what is available on the market for you. So also, if you have a car in mind that you would like us to cover, please let us know in our comment section on our YouTube platforms. And ladies and gentlemen, I've enjoyed bringing to you this LX500D. If you have more further questions, please feel free to let me know, and we can be able to guide you as much as possible. I do carry a team of experts that know much more about these cars, and we would love to share the experience with you. Not forgetting a big shout out to Yuasa Motors for providing these vehicles, giving us the luxury to drive around, and also not forgetting Yoka Head Studios that is producing this, and also OJ Gideon, who is behind the editing. Thank you very much, and I am proud of you guys, and to the entire UBC fraternity here at Magic. Till next Sunday, 7 p.m, same time, Emmanuel Mutsinzi. Keep it locked on Get Verified.